What's good, everybody? Welcome to Wrestling with Things, where we wrestle with all sorts of things in the sports and entertainment world. And it's never too early, Sammy, to give your finals predictions. We are going to give our our very early NBA finals predictions. It is super early, but you know what? This is obviously subject to change, but assuming health, I want to know, Sammy, who do you have representing the Eastern Conference and who do you have representing the Western Conference in the NBA Finals this season?
The West, I have to go with LA, but not the Lakers. The Clippers. I gotta go with the Clippers because the way the team is built, if we're looking at playoffs, I just think that the team is built more for playoff action because Kawhi just came off the championship, because Paul George is looking for the championship, he's looking for the validation. The team is deep. The team can defend. The team is pretty young too. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not at old. They're in that perfect age round where they can look for that championship. So the Lakers to me is too old. They don't defend much.
I think they got bad guard play. They got suspect guard play. Cook, Rondo, Caruso.
And defensively, when you go up against longer teams, they're not gonna be that good when it comes to contesting shots and getting back on defense because of the age factor. Dwight's old, McGee's old.
Yeah.
It's gonna kick in. LeBron's old.
Yeah.
AD's their only hope, and then he has to be Superman and go on.
He already has a little right thumb sprain of some.
Not saying LeBron's not gonna be LeBron, but AD's gonna be their best bet if he's MVP caliber.
Yeah.
But East Side, Milwaukee, I have to go with Milwaukee.
Yo, you were so gung ho on Milwaukee, man.
I gotta go with Milwaukee.
I didn't think Milwaukee would win over people like this. And I respect their season last season, but I'm not betting on them this year because last year they had a better team and they didn't go to the finals. I think last year they were supposed to beat the Raptors, in my opinion.
Here's what happened,
they were deep. They had shooters everywhere. I know what happened. Giannis wasn't quite there yet. He had to lose before he could win.
Exactly.
But the supporting cast is a little worse this year.
I don't think so.
That's my thing.
I don't think so. I think they got longer. They got a tad bit better defensively.
They got a little worse offensively.
Why?
Loss of Brogdon.
I don't think that's gonna kill them. I really don't think that's gonna kill them.
I'm not totally sure, but I believe they lost Mirotic.
Most of them run last year when they were in the regular season. Most of that
I get it.
Run,
he was injured.
He was injured. So now with the additions of longer guys like Wesley Matthews, Kyle Korver, who can also shoot and space everything out for Giannis, and Giannis is learning better how to shoot, I feel like that will catapult them to the Eastern Conference. And here's another thing. A lot of people like to forget when Giannis lost to Kawhi Leonard. He didn't go crying like Joel Embiid.
Yeah, but crying shows you give a damn about the sport. I don't care if he cries. That's passion, brother.
I'm not saying he's soft for it. I know.
I'm just saying.
But did you see Giannis's face? It was a face of.
I don't remember his face.
It was a face of anger, built up fuel, coming back for a vengeance. He has a lot to prove. A lot of people think he got exposed last year.
Hey, in some ways he did.
And you're right. But this year he has to show this can't happen again.
I thoroughly don't believe in the Bucks for the simple fact that I think their depth is a little bit lacking, and offensively, besides after Middleton and somewhat Giannis, I don't see that third creator that could create and get his own when the game slows down. Bledsoe is that on some nights, but he's suspect on most nights. He disappears a lot.
True.
George Hill played very well for the Bucks, but I'm not relying on that dude on most nights. So they have suspect point guard play, and I know Giannis is the distributor, but when you're going up basically, it's not just the Western Conference anymore. Basically, in the whole league, everybody has a good point guard. So you better have someone to match their firepower a little bit, and Bledsoe doesn't do that. So I think the Philadelphia 76ers are going to represent the Eastern Conference. They're going to the NBA Finals. I know they lost a little bit shooting over the years, but realistically, if they were healthy, they had a realistic shot even last year while they were immature to beat the Raptors. Let's call it what it is. They went to 7 games while Joel Embiid was hobbled and getting sick, whatever was wrong with him. And this year, they arguably got a top 5 best starting 5 in the league. You got Ben Simmons, Josh Richardson, Al Horford, Joel Embiid, and Tobias Harris. That 5 is better than just about everybody's. Mostly, maybe not, maybe except for the Clippers and maybe the Lakers. But I think that bench also has enough to get them to the finals. And for the West, I agree with you. I think I got the Clippers. I think in this 3-and-D league, they got arguably some of the best 3-and-D players, period, in the league. Pat Beverly, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and you got 2 of the best 6 men. Like, you got a variety of everything. You got shooting, you got length, you got experience, you got youth, and you hit the nail right on the head when you said the age range. It's that age that you're right in the heart of your prime. You're right in the heart of your fresh legs and your effort. That 27 to like 32 range. Yeah. Most of their guys are that. And they're hungry. They were already good to begin with. It's simple math, man. You're already good to begin with, and then you get 2 superstars. I know Paul George has some playoff blunders, but he's a very high-level A- player on most nights. So I do have the Clippers going to the finals. Clippers and 76ers.
I can't even believe you're saying the 76ers.
76ers.
Right now, man.
Talent.
There's so much holes in that team, though. On paper,
their only hole is they're not a better shooting team than Milwaukee. That's the only hole I see.
That's not the
they're
only
bigger.
Hole.
They're a better defensive
That's not the only hole.
team. They're more talented. They're more athletic.
They don't even have a clear second option.
They do.
Who?
They do.
Who?
It's Joel Embiid, and then it's gonna be Josh Richardson Ben Simmons.
Is gonna be
Josh
a
Richardson
second
can
option?
score. Josh Richardson
in this duo league, he's gonna be
Ben Simmons gonna step it up as well.
You really believe in that?
Yes, I believe in Ben Simmons.
Why? Because he made one 3-pointer in the preseason
I've
game?
been believed in Ben Simmons. That dude's still a baby, man.
He is, but
if he gets at least a respectable mid-range, not even a 3, he's gonna be better this year.
Man, he'd be scared to even take those type of shots.
I think Ben Simmons he's gonna take a leap to some degree.
I'm not sold on that.
They're going to the finals.
I'm not sold on Ben Simmons. I'm not sold on who's gonna be that guy in the fourth quarter. Who like in tight,
Joel Embiid could
in tight
become
games?
That guy.
Who's gonna be there? Who's gonna be their go-to in the fourth quarter? I think they got lost 2 big holes with Butler and Redick.
Was the only big hole.
Redick is a big hole
expendable.
Too. That's not expendable. That shot is not expendable.
Yeah, but you
bro.
can find a shot. You can find a shooter on the buyout market before the playoffs. People buy out and waive people
like
all the
Redick.
Time. Yeah.
Who?
People like Korver get waived. I'm not saying Korver's going to get waived, but people like Korver get waived all the time, and you can pick them up off the waivers. It happens every year. You get shooters every time.
Veterans like that, they're only going to come out if they're not in a situation where they're happy. Their best bet is maybe getting an Andre Iguodala.
That's big.
If they can do something like that, I will change my mind.
That's big.
I will change my mind.
Or Carmelo.
Or something like that. But in the fourth quarter, who got the chops is going to actually step up to the moment and seal the game up.
I think Josh Richardson and Joel Embiid.
Joel, all he does is make excuses. I'm sick. I'm hurt. He's always battling
some
something.
Alpha in him.
Come on. When it comes to talking trash, but when it actually comes to backing it up, like that last playoff series, we can very well blame that on him. Because when he
wasn't healthy.
When he was on the court, he was a huge shell of himself.
He wasn't healthy,
huge.
Man.
Come on.
Every time this man's healthy, he is a walking 28, 13, and like 5 assists with 3 blocks, man.
He can ball. I'm not saying he can't ball. He's a baller. But when the moment was real in his face, he shriveled up. That's just the face of it. And Ben Simmons, come on, man.
Ben Simmons is gonna come around. Give him a chance.
He runs away from the moment a little too much.
Till this season. That's all I'm saying. I think he's coming.
I'm going Milwaukee. I think they're built for the playoff success and better coaching.
tell us who you think is going to make the NBA Finals. Don't be shy. Subscribe to us on YouTube at Wrestling with Things.
Coaching will be the key. I'm telling you.